I have a testimony that goes with this song. Several of you have already heard it. But many years ago, I was serving a church that had a member that had joined up with, to be nice, I would say, a very charismatic group of Christians that lived in a neighboring state. And he and his wife would go several weekends a year, and they would have a very charismatic retreat with a lot of things that I guess I grew up called holy rollers. That was not ever meant as a compliment. And he had begged me and begged me for over a year, please let our group come down to our church here and have a weekend and be together. And I had put him off and put him off. But there's a lot to be said for perseverance. So I finally gave in and said, okay. I was concerned, not only was I not too happy about this, but we had a pretty sophisticated congregation, might be the best way to put that, and I just didn't think this was going to be a very good ministry for us. But I finally gave in. Now, while all that was going on, one of our members, the ex-wife of a physician, very sophisticated lady, very wealthy lady, got one of those nightmare reports from her physician. She had been to the doctor some months before, maybe 6 months before, and came back 6 months later to find out that she had stage 4 ovarian cancer. It came out of nowhere, and it was very aggressive. They had given her the chemo and the radiation, and they had finally said, you need to get your affairs in order. We've done all we can. This bunch of charismatics offered on Saturday night a healing service. And I just kind of half-heartedly mentioned it to this lady, and she decided to come. And she came up to the altar, and they all laid their hands on her, and they put oil on her, and they hollered, and they sang, and I don't think anybody spoke in tongues, but they did all of their things that they do, and they did it loud and big. At her next doctor's appointment, the cancer was gone. Several of us, including a fairly arrogant young pastor, learned a lot from that miracle. But this is a song that this little bunch sang in our worship service, and I wanted to do it for us now to remind us. Of the mountain. the God in the valley. Things go wrong, make them right. The God of the good times, still the God in the bad times. The God of the day, still the God of the night. Up on the mountain, talk comes easy when life's at its best. Now it's down in the valley of trials and temptations. That's when our faith is really put to the test. Sing it with me. For the God of the mountain, still the God in the valley. Things go wrong, he'll make them right. And the God of the good times, still the God in the bad times. The God of the day, still the God of the night. Let's do it one more time, come on. And the God of the good times, still the God in the bad times. The God of the day, still the God of the night. Amen. Peace of the Lord. We'll hopefully see you tomorrow.